Dog. 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 Dog.
Negative.
He's a dog. 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 Dog.
Negative.
All right. So, welcome to day 11. We've made it to double digits. I mean, I guess yesterday we did double digits, but still doing the daily uploads. Proud of myself for that. I guess you just probably watched a few rounds of me rolling at a... hang on. Sorry, that's like the bumpiest road section in Arkansas. But I think you probably just saw me doing some rounds at Gravitas. You saw me in a gi, which I don't hate the gi necessarily, right? It's just a constraint, just like anything. I don't think it's a pure form of grappling. I'll say that, but I also don't mind, like, I wouldn't want to train gi every day. I wouldn't want to train it every week. But I probably haven't put a gi on in a month. So to throw it on, you know, for one day, for a few rounds is fine. You know, it's fun to hold on to that little handles and collars and stuff and just feel how much easier it would be to control someone with it. But with that being said, you know, some okay rounds, just got a few in. No one at my gym was wanting to do like evening rounds, so I just kind of was stuck with the best thing I could. I did get some rounds with Jared, so hopefully those are on there. I really like rolling with Jared. He had the long black hair. Real quick though, so I worked till 2 today. And then I went to that open mat exactly at 2 and got a few rounds in. So now I'm heading to another city to get a CrossFit style workout in. So I figured since I don't get any like really, really tough training today, I might as well get a tough workout. So we're about to do some like assault bike, burpees, thrusters, kind of CrossFit style workout in my friend's garage. And we're going to try to go hard for that. Yeah, just to talk to the camera for a sec. Alright, so we're about to do a little CrossFit workout. It's going to be 10 sets, and we'll have 3 movements. Each you have 10 reps of. So 10 reps for each movement, 10 times. So we'll start with assault bike, basically like a sandbag thruster with 70 pounds, and then box jump step overs with 30-pound dumbbells. And we're just going to rotate through them till we finish the 10 sets. So it should take a little time and we'll just keep running. round for this round?
No, it's like the 12th or 13th system.
And after final round. I wanted to talk about just what my coach Josh and I have decided for me, going forward. So, I'm trying to get to the next level, right? So how do we do that? Well, we're strategizing, finding the things that I'm the weakest at and making me work on those the most, right? So, for example, I have traditionally not been good at wrestling. We used to, before we got our gym, our gym's only a month or two old. Before we got our gym, we would train 3 days a week at a college wrestling campus, like a wrestling center at a local college campus, and I would skip those days because I was like, fuck wrestling. I do regret that now because I'm starting to really like it. But my point is, not a strong wrestler, and I had the mindset that, well, if the goal is to get someone to the ground and control them, then why don't I just go to the ground, because they're forced to engage, and even if they don't engage, I'll be good enough to pull them in, get on top of them, and control them, right? So I was just trying to take all the hard work out of the stand-up, out of the equation, which isn't a terrible idea, but more and more I'm realizing that that's just a cop-out for not wanting to be a good wrestler, or a cop-out for being afraid of being a bad wrestler, or being afraid that someone else is going to be so much better than me that they're going to like slam me on my neck, which that fear is it's a valid fear to have at any time. There's nothing wrong with being afraid of getting hurt. It's going to happen. It's possible. There's an awareness there, but also, just like anything, that fear is going to be a seed that's planted that will keep you from like reaching your best potential. It's just like in competition. If you're afraid of what's going to happen to you, instead of being the one that's engaging and making something happen to them, then you're never going to be your best version of yourself in competition. Same with wrestling. If you're afraid of getting slammed, you're never going to engage and slam them, or whatever. You get my point. Wrestling is a priority of mine. I've already started doing that, so I'm already way more comfortable. But the other priority, so traditionally with my game, I've been training for a little over 3 years probably. I've been good at keeping people from passing my guard with frames and hooks. I'm like guard retention stuff. I'm pretty good at. That's what I focused on a lot early on. And then sweeping and getting on top, I'm pretty good at. So sweeping, getting on top from bottom. So I will concede guard, get on top, and then stay on top. I'm pretty good at that. But I'm not good at entangling the legs and finishing on the legs. And we have guys in our room who are getting really good at that. And so I'm actually falling behind in certain aspects of the game because of my comfort with top game. I really like being on top and pinning. I like getting to the top. I like sweeping. So I won't look for the leg attack before I'll look to stand up. And so Josh told me that I need to become undeniable. I want to say exactly. I want to say exactly what he said because he wouldn't want me to paraphrase him and misquote him. He said, "You need to become unstoppable when it comes to entering entanglements. You need to become unstoppable." So what that looks like is because what I've been doing is if I get on bottom, I prioritize getting on top or standing so that I can get back into wrestling engagements because I'm working on wrestling. So instead of that, I'm going to keep wrestling because, but if say I get out wrestled and I get put down to my back, instead of pushing them off and trying to get back up to wrestling, I should work on getting connections and playing the dilemma between getting to the legs and getting to the hips, which could look like a wrestle up or, it could look like a lot of things, but there's a lot of there's a lot left on the table. Actually, a pretty good grappler commented on my video, one of my earlier videos. He trains at New Wave. He's actually like a really good competitor. He's on the come up. He's not like a star. But he talked about how many opportunities he saw in one of my rounds where I wasn't utilizing false reap. And now I don't think of jiu-jitsu in those terms necessarily, but he was right. There's a lot of opportunities for entanglements that I'm leaving on the table because I'm thinking of wrestling up or off balancing and standing up and trying to get back into a wrestling engagement. So for the next near future, you're going to see me change my priorities for my training. Obviously, I'm going to continue wrestling, like I said, but I'm going to prioritize entanglements and playing the dilemma between entangling the legs and getting to the hips from the entanglements and finishing on the legs. And I'm really going to try to stay focused on that so that I can catch up to guys like Eric or Jay or Hayden who are starting to excel at these leg lock areas when we play the games. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that, in case you're following along, you'll see kind of like how I'll go more for entanglements going forward. Hopefully finishing on the legs more instead of just using the legs to get on top, which I always kind of do. And then I'll figure out, hopefully I can get some rounds in tomorrow. I'm begging people to come train with me tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you.
Dog.